bro.
Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive.
And
Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hey, hey, let's get that fixed right now, whoever's listening, Commissioner. Good one, though. Good one, though.
Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. BTA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And that'll pick up a first down out at the 37.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 10. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Third down play for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's hit as he throws it. The ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. And the defense wraps him up.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
It's third down for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. A bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drop.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Bro, this shit is wild, bro.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they
Oh,
wanted
bro,
to be able
this
to
shit
come
is
up with a
wild.
stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Bro, I can't even give you credit. Like, if you win this game.
Like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Here's that defense shifting again. And he takes it in for the
I wouldn't be surprised if,
touchdown, Bulldogs.
yeah,
Well, that's an example right there of
everybody's
what
boosted.
patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone.
96
he made it look
speed,
easy.
tight end.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT.
Did not have a 96 speed tight end play it first time.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the
Feel
field.
like I'm being
This
cheated.
offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James, and Frank Gore, and Willis McGahee, and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
And the Canes will crank up the tempo. Same tailback, another carry. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. Just ran away from the defense. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
The setback was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31. They bring him down, and the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to throw it deep. And try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to chuck it again. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch is made. Room to run here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job. Gave the quarterback time. They convert. And listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27. The Dogs come to the line to run the hurry up. And the back now goes in motion. It's an option look. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense going with the hurry up. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense in hurry-up mode. Press coverage now from the secondary. Back in motion now. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach who once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The Bulldogs will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, but it somehow works out.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Hurricanes will come to the line to run the hurry up. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes.
You got
People
too
are
much
trying
free
to tackle
time.
you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff. We'll see the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half and talk strategy here.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's into the end zone. But hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be...
Oh, get out of here.
Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. Down, looking to throw the football. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. It's kicking down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite him.
You tell me about it. You putting a fucking 96 speed tight end A wide receiver at tight end.
Offense is back out on
If
the
that don't
field.
read desperation, I don't know what
This
does.
game has been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a
Well,
stop
that
here?
ain't coaching, that's
The second
desperation
half was a
at
handoff.
its finest.
See, that's how you limit what an offense
Yeah.
wants to do. This time, the defense just
You get no
wanted to
respect
battle
if you
up
win.
the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Yards hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Defensive backs up to the line, showing press. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. And out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
That describes this game for
Nice
me.
kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Looks like they'll try to make a play with the return. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go as he's being hit. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to run the option. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
That one hurts.
Surprised it wasn't offsides.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're trying to run it with the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That is a really tough feeling for a receiver. Being way downfield like that, ready for a big play, and just unable to connect with your quarterback. I'm sure they're going to go to the sideline, looking to call another shot down.
Bro, this game is so much fucking ass.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this one is getting ugly. They'll try to add to the lead now with BAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff will be returned. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Definitely not coming back.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
Not really.
Checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
It's hard to have fun when there's so much questionable shit going on in this league. Well, for one, when we first started, you got wear and tear turned off, injuries off. What you? There's no reason to turn wear and tear off or whatever. Okay, so and then you know,
here comes more big guys on the field. The offense going very heavy.
The tight end is very questionable. 9-6 tight end.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's complete. What a grab.
Bro.
And he's run out after
9-6 tight end.
offensively set up for first down and goal. The Dogs will line
There's
up
no
here
way.
on first
There's
down
no
and
way
goal.
that happens unless somebody changes it for you. No,
They'll try to run it in on
you don't
first
get boosted. You don't get boosted until the off season. So yes, I'm familiar with the coaching tree. And honestly, I don't check people's rosters in this league, but I probably should have because there's no way. I'll just get on here and play. And
they've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter.
it just makes me
The
wonder
offense
what
set up
else
second and goal.
you guys have done to your rosters.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
It's cool.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack.
Yeah, the number one overall wide receiver would be that, but not a tight end.
Run the football. So nice job there by the defense.
Sure, yeah.
They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Touchdown, Georgia.
It's not it's just, I've already made up my mind I'm done with this game whenever that, because
receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Going after, not great through.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to quit.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10.
Bro,
Pass is incomplete. The defense.
this sums up the day.
The quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here,
they trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. The receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. He snaps it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made down inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown for the U.
You can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of it.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make their crucial recovery. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half.
I swear to God, bro. There's no way, bro. That's 2 right there.
Cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Linebacker shifting around now. Gets the first and still running. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Bulldogs will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. They'll run the option. Quarterback keeps the football. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. The Canes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to launch it deep again. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, that interception really cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Bites off a defender. QB in the clear now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs.